as we get into this, there are some changes between NAFTA and USMCA. The first one we're going to talk about real quick is low value entry. So the United States has an $800, Canada raised there to 150 Canadian dollars, but only 40 Canadian dollars for GST. So there's really some complications for some of those really low value things going into Canada. Mexico raised theirs as well to US 117, but at $50, we're going to have to start paying taxes again. So there is some changes inside of this, but at the end of the day, there's still some tax provisions for even those really low value entries. So we just want to call that to your attention. The next thing that we want to talk about is what's called de minimis. De minimis did change a little bit, and a good is considered originating, meaning that it can own it can be considered qualifying for USMCA if the value of all of the non-originating materials are less than 10% of the total cost. So if 90% of the item is Mexican origin and the last 10% is kind of a smorgasbord of multiple countries, we should still be able to get that USMCA qualification. Do note though that HTS chapters 1 through 27 plus textile and apparels have some slightly different de minimis rules. And so you're going to kind of hear this often, and we even talked about this back when we talked about NAFTA, is that these trade agreements, it's really hard for us to make blanket statements that say, if your good qualifies in one exact way, it's going to continue to qualify no matter what. And so we just want to kind of make sure that you remind everyone inside your organization that even if one of your products qualifies due to a certain, whether it's tariff shift, regional value content, a very similar item may not. And that's just part of these negotiations and how this process works.